Hello guys and gamers, and welcome back to another video. And hey, it's a really cool time of the year because it is almost Kirby time again. We are this close to getting a brand new Kirby game on the Nintendo Switch. And what makes this game special, it is that it's the first 3D Kirby game we have ever gotten. And I think they have done a marvelous transition from 2D to 3D. And with this, I also really love how the copy abilities have worked. At least judging by the demo, they have been working marvelously. So I wanted to do a little list of the copy abilities that we might see in 3D Kirby, maybe not in Forbidden Land, but probably in the next game because there's going to be more 3D Kirby, of course, after this one. Things, copy abilities that I really loved in 2D and seeing how can they work in 3D. But before we begin, I would also love to always remind you guys to please like and subscribe. Also comment down below because I really want to start a discussion with my videos. And also, just a little note, if we get to 500 subscribers by the end of this year, I will do a live stream dissecting the game design behind the most disappointing game I have ever played. So, subscribe, please. I want to get to that. That is a thing I have been looking forward to doing for a very long time. So, let's try and get to that 500. It's a bit away, but I know we can do it. But yes, that said, let's get back into the actual topic of this video. And before I really begin with the list, let's go over some rules what are going to be for this list. Mainly that I'm not going to be talking about special abilities Kirby has had. And this relates to basically the Robobot armor in Kirby Planet Robobot. Not going to be talking about the animal friends, which I would also love to see at some point. And not going to be talking about mixing abilities from Kirby 64 and so on. You get it. And also, this video is, probably going to come out before Forbidden Land comes out. So if I happen to get some copy abilities, kind of correct, that they will appear in that one. That's just cool. That's just cool. And I just wanted to make this video now because I am so excited for the game to come out already. And I wanted to talk about it. But yes, finally, let's begin with the video. Number one that we have is Stone Kirby. And I really love using Stone Kirby in the 2D games. It's fun. It's fun, especially when you can transform into a rock and then you slide down some slope and kill all the enemies or defeat the enemies. This is Kirby, not to be any violent. Defeat the enemies. They just poof, transform into smoke and disappear from existence. They don't die, they just disappear forever. But yeah, that would be fun. But thinking about it, if you just go up and transform into a stone and vroom, go down fast, that wouldn't really work in 3D that well because the area of your impact would be so tiny, so small. So how can we change this? Well, one thing is just making the stone you transform into bigger would work. Another thing is that when the stone hits the ground, it could cause a small shockwave, which would also damage enemies, not as much as directly hitting them, but would also damage them a little. That could work. Or then you could just adjust the power up entirely and have Kirby do something like throw rocks at enemies, Or maybe that's too violent too. I don't know. But yes, moving on to number Two. Yes, we are two. And this is a very obscure ability that Kirby has had, and it has only appeared in, I think, Kirby Squeak Squad for the DS. Is it for the DS? Yes. And it's just basically Kirby turning into like an animal, and it's really cute. And what I remember from that game is that the main thing that you use this animal copy ability for is digging. And I remember seeing like a drill kind of a copy ability in Forbidden Land already, so it would make it kind of redundant. So I was thinking maybe you could do something with the claws and maybe dig some other kinds of holes. I don't know. This, I didn't think much about it. I just want to see Kirby dress up as an animal again because that is cute. Honestly, that's just my reason for putting it on the list. And I also like those like wolf-like, dog-like creatures that you have in Kirby and the Forbidden Land, Forgotten Land. They're just so cute. I want Kirby to dress up as one. Okay, yeah, that was the whole reason for this ability to have here. Okay, moving on. Uh, next one. Next one. What was I thinking about? Yes, UFO Kirby. This one has appeared in quite a few games, and it is honestly one of my favorites. I really like when you like shoot a laser beam in 2D, like it gets reflected on the surfaces. So if you shoot here, it's just boing 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 boing, shoots around until it hits an enemy or something else happens. And I really love that. Also, it can fly around freely. You know, you're a UFO. You don't have to like boing 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 boing, fly around like that. You can just go wherever you want. And I'm not sure how either of those like abilities or things, the features that that ability does, can work in 3D. It would have to be changed quite a lot, especially with the flying thing in Forgotten Land. Kirby's flying abilities, the normal flying abilities, have been severely downgraded. And he used to like fly around freely in 2D, but in 3D he can only go up to a certain height, which is a severe downgrade of how he used to work. And I think that would also apply for, you know, if we got UFO Kirby in 3D, he wouldn't just be flying around anywhere, because then it would be kind of hard for enemies to hit you and might be a bit too overpowered. So I think it would have to stay in ground and sometimes fly for a short amount of time upwards. And also the shooting mechanic, I'm not sure how it go. Reflecting from surfaces, it would either have to be like a really big laser beam that would go reflect and bounce around. Or I was thinking maybe it would be possible that you would just have a charging shot with it. Could that work? Possibly. And then I was thinking, I'm not sure if Kirby, UFO Kirby has had this, but I would also love to see a tractor beam with the UFO Kirby. It's like, you know, like in movies, if you have like a UFO above you, then like the light comes and then you get pulled up. That's the tractor beam, and I would love to see that somehow implemented in the UFO Kirby. And now number 4. Yes, we are at 4, I think, at the moment. This is also one of my favorite abilities in Kirby, and that is Wheel Kirby. Basically, Kirby transforms into a wheel and he goes fast. That is basically the ability. I don't think he or this ability will return in Forgotten Land because we have the mouthful mode Kirby already, which, you know, kind of serves the purpose, but I don't think mouthful mode will necessarily return in future games. I think it will be a bit more like how the Robobot armor was treated as in the Planet Robobot game. So it's just like a one-time gimmick, basically. That's it. And I would love to see this because I like it. driving out fast. Just, it's fun. It's just fun. You could roll around and defeat enemies that way. Maybe you could make the wheel a bit bigger so it would be easier to hit enemies in 3D now. I don't know, but I would just love to see it now. And now let's move on to the final copy ability on this list. And this, I said I loved a lot of the abilities that came before, but this is definitely my favorite, like number one ability. And I'm not even sure how this would work at all. I have absolutely nothing in my game designer brain that could make this work, this ability work in 3D. And there's a very good reason for this. And to reveal what this ability is, I will have to tell a little story for you. So one of the first Kirby games I ever played was Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and I played it for the 3DS back in the day. I think I got it from the 3DS Ambassador program. And the cool thing was that unlike other Kirby games, it's kind of like a Metroidvania. The whole there's no like stages. The whole game is kind of a maze, and then you have to like locate these bosses and find the missing pieces of the Amazing Mirror. And one of these bosses, I think at some point of the game, is this white hand. Now, me being a Nintendo nerd, I of course thought the first thing, okay, that's Master Hand. And turns out it actually was Master Hand from Super Smash Bros. And when you suck him up, that always sounds wrong when I say it, you get a copy ability that is very rare and very exclusive to Master Hand. And that copy ability is Smash Kirby. And that is basically, as the name entails, it is Smash Brothers Kirby. And it's just Kirby with his Smash Brothers moveset. Now, me not having played many Kirby games, I think that moment really got me into the series. That was like my mind was blown at that point. I did not see that coming. I didn't know that the ability was in the game. That is just my favorite ability in Kirby of all time. I don't think anything will ever top it. But how to make that work in 3D? No idea, because there is no 3D Smash Brothers game. So it would be a bit hard to make a moveset based on Smash Brothers, a 2D game, work in a 3D setting. I don't know how that would work, honestly. But I would be really excited to have it in some way. And maybe in the future, we will get a 3D Smash Brothers game. And after that, yes, please put the Smash Brothers Kirby again into a Kirby game. That would just be amazing. But yeah, that's basically my video. And what do you think? What do you think? What kind of abilities would you want to see in a 3D Kirby game? And are you excited for any of the copy abilities in Forgotten Land? Let me know. Are you gonna get the game even? Let me know down in the description. And I have nothing else to ramble about here, so I will just see you guys next time. Bye bye.